It was a dark and stormy night. Emma and her husband, Mark, had just checked into their hotel room after a long day of travel. They were exhausted and looking forward to a relaxing evening. As they settled into their room, a sudden chill ran down their spines. The room felt unnaturally cold and the atmosphere was heavy with a sense of unease. Emma dismissed it as the result of a long day and decided to take a hot shower to relax. But as Emma turned on the shower, a loud knock echoed through their room. Mark jumped up, a look of fear on his face. Emma's heart began to race as she remembered that they were in a strange place and it was late at night.
Who could that be?
Emma whispered, her voice trembling with fear. Another knock. Louder this time, filled the room. Emma and Mark exchanged confused glances. They had specifically requested a quiet room on the top floor, away from any potential noisy guests. As they cautiously made their way to the door, Emma's mind raced with possible explanations. Maybe it was a housekeeping mistake, or perhaps someone had the wrong room number. But when they looked through the peephole, there was no one there. Emma's heart sank with unease. She could feel the fear creeping into her veins. Mark, who was usually the brave one, stepped back in fear. Another knock, even louder than before, seemed to shake the entire room. Without thinking, Emma grabbed her phone and dialed the front desk. But before she could even utter a word, she heard a blood-chilling laugh coming from behind the door. Her blood ran cold as the door handle began to turn. In one swift movement, Mark pushed the chair against the door, and Emma blocked it with her body. They could hear the door handle rattling as whoever was on the other side tried to get in. In a bold move, Mark flung open the door, ready to confront whoever was terrorizing them, but to their horror, there was no one there. The hallway was completely empty, and there was no sign of anyone. Emma and Mark were suddenly filled with a sense of dread. They knew that something sinister was happening in this hotel room. They quickly packed their bags and left the room, determined to get to the bottom of this mystery. As they made their way to the front desk, Emma and Mark couldn't shake off the feeling that they were being watched. They demanded to be moved to a different room, but the hotel staff seemed oddly unbothered by their fright. It wasn't until Emma overheard a conversation between two housekeeping staff that she finally understood what was happening. The hotel was known for its hauntings, and many guests had reported strange occurrences in this particular room. Emma and Mark were horrified to discover that the room they had been staying in was the same room where a young woman had tragically died years ago. The knocking on the door was believed to be her restless spirit, still searching for justice. Filled with terror, Emma and Mark quickly checked out of the hotel, never wanting to step foot in that room again. From that day on, they always made sure to do their research before booking a hotel room, to avoid any more terrifying encounters like this one.